Oh, hi, Twitch. Hi, Megatron. Today, today we will be counting down the best releases of this year, which is the 5 best things Mr. Chaffee here got of this year. Anyways, goodbye. I'm stupid. Hmm. Well, that's very tragic. Anyways, goodbye. So, to start off with the 5 figures that I got this year, which I have specifically noticed as being my favorite, and it has been 1 year since I started collecting, and there's 5 specific figures that stuck out to me. Start off with the first figure would be, well, first one that got me into this, the G2 side swipe. Yeah, he's loose. He's falling apart, mine. This guy is kind of fucked by mold degradation because this thing was used. If you know about the Siege Sideswipe mold, you know about how much it was used. Mine's legs are in fact pretty gimped, have basically no power to it. His inner thing there snapped off, and famously, I got an utterly shredded roof on him, and he has the weakest paint imaginable. And I have lost every one of his accessories, unfortunately, so he's currently holding up someone else's weapon who will also be on this. So let's first transform this guy, because this is, well, he's the figure that started my little collecting journey. And he is, yeah, there's another problem with him. His chest is kind of fucked. But it is what it is. And I gotta say, despite how degraded this mold is, the fact that this is, I'm pretty sure this was the last use of it. They're probably gonna use it again. But it has problems after being used so many times. And doing all that, we get a decent Lamborghini Countach mode, which it's ruined because of how horrible my quality control was. Here's my number 5 listing for this countdown. The next ball we're going to have is actually, let's move him off the side and get out of the way. Good old 109. And 109 is simply the best leader. It's actually the first leader class I've actually bought my own money. I did remove the end of that to create a custom firing thing. I lost the end, unfortunately, so it kind of looks like shit. But he all around does look pretty good. He poses amazingly. Actually, on my Instagram, I have a picture of him ripping Jazz in half. And I think it's also him choking Windblade out with a chain. That's a picture of all time. But yeah, he's an amazing figure. He does have a little bit of fucked knees. Unfortunately, what I've been noticing recently, a lot of these big, heavy characters, they don't put fucking ratchets in there anymore. So he's got a fucked knee. The other one isn't as fucked, but it's still pretty fucked. At least he can hold himself up still, stand straight, which I can't say for my freshly unboxed Power of the Primes Leda 1. Yeah, he's my number 4 listing. And to my 3 and 2 listing will be these two. This is actually a double. This is 2 RID 2001 figures, and they're actually currently a little combined mode I made for them. So the bottom half is so this video was recorded one day after New Year's, and unfortunately, like most 19-year-olds on New Year's, I got pissed drunk. It's legal here in Canada. That happens. But this is heavy load up top and Grimlock on the bottom. I will actually separate these two quickly. So this is Grimlock, and he is kind of weird. I have him actually right now. Basically upside down. No, this guy stays on his top half. He locks in. When he doesn't, the problem with this guy is doesn't have many tabs on him for his robot mode. So he's a good figure for the combining stuff. You can do a lot of really funny combining shit. But the whole thing keeps his entire top half in place. It's just the head. He doesn't pose very well, unfortunately. But he just looks funny. In general, I just like the way he looks. And he's my number 3 ranking because of that. And because I just love their combined mode. I've had so much good times with them. I've made friends off these guys. They're amazing figures. And I do want to eventually complete Landfill, but he's kind of, it's not really expensive to complete. It's actually probably the cheapest combiner you can complete right now. Because Rid 2001 figures haven't really, aside from Optimus and Magnus, which are worth a kidney right now, almost HasLab prices for 2 of those things. These guys haven't really gotten priced that much. A lot of them are actually still market value. Do the next one. This is Heavy Load, who is actually kind of weirdly set up how I have him. So basically, you get him like this. I like him more than Grimlock because he stays together better. This crotch edges locking darks on him. And his torso and transforms up like that. Now you have Heavy Load. His problem with him is this is all clear plastic. And unfortunately it's very loose. But this thing's also literally older than me. And probably about everyone watching this. So, yeah. He is my number 2 spot because of I had him as a child. And I got him again just earlier this year. Around, I'd say, just June-ish, around there. Yeah, June. So he's sentimental to me because of that. Of course, you can't forget, I do give him the SS-86 Ironhide pistol because Mr. Big Load with his blicky is funny looking. He looks lanky and funny with it. But in general, I do recommend getting Landfill. And for the number 1 spot is my little mini masterpiece looking dude who I utterly love, and I will glaze this guy till the day I die. It is this masterpiece. So Legacy Mirage is the Earthrise Mirage mold, which is retooled from the Siege Mirage. And aside from his legs being a bit explodey sometimes, like either they stay together really well or they utterly explode, he is masterpiece level posable. So for starters, he can hold his gun in both arms pretty easily due to his funny little butterflies, which is easily accessed by just untabbing his arms. And they don't really inhibit it much. Actually, in fact, you're better off not having them tabbed in than having them tabbed in. He has a ab crunch. A really, really good ab crunch. It's optional. Unfortunately, mine has made the tragedy of breaking on me, which is very sad. Actually, I've noticed about these G2 figures. He's fared the best because his quality controls have gone down. My laser cycle crumbled to dust, basically. A lot of these G2 figures have fucky quality controls, which is very sad. But he luckily hasn't had bad quality control other than him breaking due to poor plastic quality. Other than that, he is just... He's an amazing... I'm not going to transform him because this video's already gone on long enough. And I want to break him further due to his part breaking off right there. But he is, as you can see, just... He's hyper posable. He stands pretty well. His feet, but they're a little bit weird, but other than that, he stands really well. He has, like, no kibble. Like, it doesn't exist. His wheels are there, that's about it, but they act as fucking heel supports, so cry about it. They actually increase his stability. I frequently have him with his guns, like holding them like an actual soldier would. Issuing orders. Like that. He's just... Aside from his singular breakage problem due to fucked quality control, he is a masterpiece. And if you can ever find just this mold at all, please get it. It's a 10 out of 10. That's my 5 figures of the year. Yeah, hope you guys have a great next year, and I hope that I can increase my collection even further. Hopefully get a new list for next year.